Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hope you are all good. So students, in this video we are discussing important current affairs for two topics, that is government schemes and economy and business for October month. This will be quite a beneficial and important session, students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first question is, what is India's GDP in both FY26 and FY27 as forecasted by Asian Development Bank in their report released in September? So what is the GDP projected? It is 6.5% that is projected. Next, mention the country with which Tata Steel Limited has signed a non-binding joint letter of intent in September to accelerate the decarbonization of their Tata Steel Netherlands operations and improve the air quality around the site, the hub of TSN. So mention that country, it is Netherlands. Next, name the company that partnered with HDFC Pension Management Company Limited to launch National Pension System Platform Workers Module in October. It is Zomato. Next is the World Bank in their biannual report, that is South Asia update for October, jobs, AI and trade, raised India's GDP growth forecast for FY26 to what percentage? It was raised to 6.5%. Next is, name the Indian airline that entered into an interline partnership with the Taiwan-based Starlux Airlines in October to boost the connectivity between India and Taiwan through Southeast Asian gateways. So which is that airline? It is Air India. Next, choose the correct sportswear and athleisure brand launched by former Indian cricketer and Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar to promote fitness and sports in India. What is the name of that brand? That is 10X EU. Next is, what was India's retail inflation rate, which fell to a 99-month low in September as per the data released by National Statistics Office under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So what was India's retail inflation rate? It was 1.54% and it is considered the lowest. Next, mark the revised growth forecast for India for FY26 as projected by International Monetary Fund in October in their World Economic Outlook report. So mark the revised growth rate. It is 6.6%. Next, what is the name of the Ola Electric's first residential battery energy storage system launched in October? It was Ola Shakti. This is also quite important, students, so take a note of it. Next is, in October, Reliance Industries Limited announced the formation of an AI joint venture named Reliance Enterprise Intelligence Limited, with which global technology company involving an investment of 855 crore rupees. It is Meta Platforms. Next is, in October, fintech firm JPYC Incorporation introduced the world's first dash-pegged stablecoin named JPYC, maintaining 1-to-1 value ratio with its national currency. It is yen, Japanese yen currency. Next is, students, to government news, right? First is, identify the ministry that has recently launched Swachh Shahar Jodi initiative under Swachh Bharat Mission Urban in September to promote mentorship and best practices in urban waste management. It is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Next, state the duration of the implementation for the 1500 crore critical mineral recycling incentive scheme, whose detailed guidelines were issued by the Ministry of Mines in October. So, right option here is, it is for FY26 to FY31. Next, mention the state that launched Shraddhanjali scheme in October to ensure the dignified repatriation of mortal remains of their residents who die outside the state. It is Assam state, right? This is a scheme, that is Shraddhanjali scheme. Next, UIDAI under MEITY launched the Scheme for Innovation and Technology Association with Aadhaar, that is SITA scheme. Which organization signed an MOU with MEITY Startup Hub and UIDAI to advance the objectives of this SITA scheme? So right option is, which organization we are talking about here? It is NASCOM. Option 2 is right. Next, which state leads in the number of self-help groups and women households mobilization under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission? So which state leads here? It is Bihar that is leading here. Next, in October, Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced the inclusion of 4 Tamil Nadu districts under Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana to boost agriculture, productivity and allied activities. Which of the following was not among the included districts here? So among the following, Madurai is not the district, rest 4 are the districts here. Next, name the state government that has launched Building of Managements of Aviation Assets and Network, that is BMAN scheme in October to develop their aviation sector under the vision Samastanka Pain Bima Seba, Biman Seba. So name that state government that we are talking about. It is Odisha. So students, these were your important current affairs. Now let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. Identify the incorrect statement regarding the multiple development projects inaugurated and launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Mumbai, Maharashtra. If we look at the options here, which is the incorrect? Option A is right, C is right, option B is incorrect, which is our answer, which is saying that the phase 2B of Mumbai Metro Line 3, that is the Aqua Line, is the first and the only fully elevated metro corridor in Mumbai constructed at a total cost of 37,720 crore rupees. Is it so? So this is the Aqua Line, right? And this is the phase 2, correct? And it has been built at a total cost of 37,720 crore rupees, correct? So this is the thing that we have discussed. Everything is right here, right? Only the change here will be, this is the first and the only fully not elevated metro corridor, right? This is not an elevated metro corridor, but it is the underground metro. It is the underground metro, right, in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Now option B is also right. Next, identify the ministry that collaborated with the Ministry of Education to launch the Tobacco Free Youth Campaign 3.0 in October to safeguard students' health and promote tobacco-free learning environments across India. So, which is it? It is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The campaign, it reinforces the government's commitment to create a tobacco-free generation under Viksit Bharat at the rate of 2047 vision. Next, what is the total number of tradable agriculture commodities that are available on the electronic national agriculture market, that is ENAM platform, after the addition of 9 new commodities by the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare? So the total tradable commodities are 247 here. Next, identify the organization that has unveiled the study titled AI for Inclusive Societal Development, developed in collaboration with Deloitte to promote the use of AI for inclusive growth in October. So right option here is Niti Aayog. Right. Next is mark the correct statement regarding India-UK collaboration during the visit of UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to India from 8th to 9th of October. If we see here and we have to find the correct statement, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, as per the amendments notified by the Ministry of Textile in October, the minimum investment required under the production linked incentive scheme for the textiles in the part 1 category has been reduced from 300 crore to what? So the minimum investment has been reduced from 300 crore to just 150 crore rupees. Next, World Habitat Day was observed globally on 6th of October with the theme Urban Crisis Response in India. The theme, this day was observed in New Delhi with the theme Urban Solutions to Crisis under which ministry? So it was held under which ministry? It is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, right, under which this World Habitat Day with the theme Urban Solutions to Crisis was observed. Next, identify the state that declared the year 2025 as the year of urban development, marking 20 years since the launch of the well-planned city development project initiated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So it is, identify that state. It is Gujarat state that declared the year of urban development. Next, which of the following ports has been recognized by the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy as Green Hydrogen Hub under the National Green Hydrogen Mission? So which of the following port? All 3 of them. Deen Dayal Port Authority, V.O. Chidambaram Port in Tamil Nadu and Paradip Port Authority of Odisha. Next, identify the government organization that has announced the 4th edition of their flagship initiative, SPARK, that is Studentship Program for Ayurveda Research Can, to nurture young Ayurveda researchers. So, right option here is Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences. Moving on, name the Indian institute that collaborated with the Greater Bengaluru Authority and Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru for World Bank funded Bengaluru Water Security and Resilience Project. It is Indian Institute of Madras or Technology, IIT Madras. Next, name the organization that released the report titled Roadmap for Job Creation in the AI Economy to Transform India into a Global Hub for AI Talent. So name that organization that released this report. It was released by Niti Aayog. This will examine how AI is reshaping the tech service industry through the lens of work, worker and workforce. Next, identify the correct statement regarding the agriculture initiatives launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in October. If we look at the options here, all three of them will be rightly mentioned. Next, you have to now find the incorrect statement regarding the launches made during the 4th anniversary of Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti National Master Plan held in October. Here also, if we look at the option and we have to find the incorrect, B is right, C is right, A is our answer which is incorrect. It is saying Union Minister Piyush Goyal launched PM Gati Shakti offshore to strengthen inland waterways transport under the blue economy. Is it so? So, right, this was launched, right? Basically, what is this PM Gati Shakti? It is a platform that is a digital platform launched by the logistics division of the DPIIT, and it will promote sustainable, not inshore, right? It is not inshore, but is the offshore. It is to strengthen the offshore development by enabling multi-layered analysis and visualization, strengthening the India's blue economy. Correct? Next is identify the state or union territory where Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for 3 national highway projects worth over 2,000 crore rupees in October. So right option is Puducherry. Next, name the scheme launched by Union Minister K.R. Naidu, right, to provide affordable and predictable regional air travel across India. So right option is Fair Se Fursat. Next, which organization partnered with Minister K.R. Naidu, right, we just saw. Next is which organization partnered with Google Cloud India to establish India's first AI Center of Excellence for Public Good in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So, which is that organization? It is Tech Bharat Research Foundation. Next, mention the scheme under which the Ministry of Minority Affairs established a Center of Excellence to promote and preserve India's heritage and classical languages. Right option is Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. Next, in October, Uttarakhand's Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has inaugurated newly developed various pulse varieties under the 118th All India Farmers Fair and Agriculture Industry Exhibition that was held at GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology in Uttarakhand. Next, in October, the Government of India announced an extension in the tenure of the 16th Finance Commission. What is the new deadline for the submission of their report? So the new deadline here is 30th of November 2025. Next, mark the incorrect statement regarding the 238th meeting of the Central Board of Trustees of the Employees Provident Fund chaired by Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya in October. If we look at the option, we have to find the incorrect. B is right, C is right, A is our answer. A is saying that the CBD launched the Vishwas scheme to provide new employment opportunities under the Employees Pension Scheme of 1995. Right? So, is it correct? No, this option A is wrong. It is saying that the CBD launched the Vishwas scheme to resolve the long-standing dispute, right? Not to provide new employment opportunities, but to resolve the long-standing disputes. Next, Ministry of Mines, they have recently reclassified which mineral as the major mineral to boost ease of doing business and enhance the rural income. So, it is which ministry? The Ministry of Mines. And what is the mineral here? It is limestone. Next, Union Minister of State Arjun Ram Meghwal ji has recently launched the Legal Information Management and Briefing System by the name LIMS, right? It is LIMS Life dashboard to promote transparency in the government litigation. Correct? So take a note of it. Next, identify the telecom company that partnered with Google LLC and Adani Enterprise Limited to establish India's largest AI hub and data center campus worth $15 billion in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. It is Bharti Airtel Limited. Next, who collaborated with Google Cloud in October to develop Secret Mountain, an AI-powered digital avatar music band featuring 6 meta-human avatars? He is A.R. Rahman. Take a note of this. This question can be important. Next is mark the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Andhra Pradesh in October. If we look at the options here, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, which of the following sector did not feature in the MOU signed during the Mongolian president visit to India in October? Among the following, defense procurement is not among the MOUs that were signed, rest all are there. Next, identify the project that was not launched under the 8 new development initiatives of the new Mangalore Port Authority unveiled by Sarbandana Sonowal during the Golden Jubilee celebration in October. So, here, identify the project that was not launched here. Among the following, it is the construction of a new container terminal port at Paradip, Odisha was not the project here. Next is name the self-sovereign identity ecosystem that partnered with Indigo in October to enable contactless and paperless boarding for passengers. It is DigiYatra. Right, this is the self-sovereign identity ecosystem.